Hi, Budget Comics, back again. Well, hi. We're going to start off with 7 books and one graphic novel to think about if you go to the comic book store this week. We're going to start off with Star Wars Tales Volume 3. I was talking to a few people. It's amazing. A lot of folks don't know about this series. This was early 2000s, Dark Horse. It was an anthology series. Has a lot of different creators. I don't know if the single issues go for much. It has some really cool stories, but I don't know if they're Star Wars canon, especially now that it's reverted back to Marvel. But you can still find these, cheap on Amazon and at half-price books and stuff like that, and even at your local library. This one, I picked this one. I have a bunch of these, but I picked this one. It collects stories like when Darth Maul meets Darth Vader, how Han won the Millennium Falcon from Lando. It has a meeting between Boba Fett and Darth Vader. It has a really cool Stormtrooper story that I believe was written by Garth Ennis. It has some really cool stories in it, that aren't really talked about a lot, but, it borders on funny to tragic to all kinds of things. So, really worth grabbing if you see it. Now for the comics, we're going to start with Adam, Legend of the Blue Marvel, #1, first appearance of the new Blue Marvel, Adam. I haven't had a chance to read it yet, but I believe he's going to appear in one of either the Avengers or Ultimate books. This cost $1.35. I got it on my comic shop. It's actually kind of hard to find local comic book stores. I don't think this was a well-received series. You might be able to find it in like the set bin or something like that. But like I said, it was like $1.50. Next we have Agent 30 #1. I think this was $2.80. Polybag thing, anthology type series. But this is the first published work of Stephen Platt, the guy from Moon Knight and so forth. Like I said, I think this was $2.50, $3. Still polybag with all the little thingies that come with it, and you even have a chance to win an autographed poster. I haven't opened it to see if I want it, but there is a chance in there, and a lot of different artists are in here, well worth getting. Next we have, and I like these odd characters. This is Showcase 96 #11. This is the first appearance of Scarce Tactics, which was this rock group made of monsters, like a swamp monster and a werewolf and a vampire. They had their own series in DC in the late 90s. But this is their first appearance. Like I said, I like these weird characters. Fun book. And like I said, I'm not a Joker fan, but I'm into these covers. This is Catwoman first ongoing series, 65. Just really cool cover with the green and the purple and everything. And just love the Joker takes on different superheroes, supervillain. Next is J2 #8. This is the first appearance of Saberclaw. I like these future characters. It's the son of Sabretooth and I think Psylocke, I believe. I know it's the son of Sabretooth. I can't remember who the mom is, but I believe it's Psylocke. These characters show up from time to time. They, Spider-Girl always shows up. So, just maybe a cool one to have. Next with the New Mutants movie coming out, X Factor 17, first appearance of Richter. You can find this in the dollar bin. Whether he shows up or not, I'm not sure, but, well worth grabbing if you happen to see it. Just one of those cheap New Mutant comics that just kind of hang around. Next, getting into these variants and, these 16-bit variants are still, some of them are affordable because they come from series nobody cared about. This was $10, near mint shape. Superior Foes of Spider-Man #1. This series only lasted like 18 issues, but it was, I never got around to reading it. I'll probably, when I find the trades cheap, I'll probably pick it up. But, one of those series that, cult series people liked. It focused on loser Spider-Man villains, Speed Demon, Boomerang, the new Beetle, Shocker, Hammerhead, Overdrive. But it's just a cool Mega Man cover. And like I said, you can find this cheap. Some of these are hard to find. This one actually is on eBay a bunch, and I got this actually from my comic shop. So, you know, it's around. Like I said, these lesser known series that they did these covers with are gettable. You know, the ones from like the Deadpool one goes for like $200. It was an homage to Super Mario Brothers. But yeah, this, nobody cares about this series, but it's still a real cool cover to have. So, all right. Well, that's all I have for now. Like if you like. I'll post again if you don't. Bye.